There is one moment, and almost every person on this planet has lived it, when you walk into a room full of people and your entire body tells you to leave. Your chest tightens, your thoughts scatter, and somewhere in the back of your mind a voice whispers, "You don't belong here." By the end of this video, you will know exactly why that happens, what it's really costing you, and the precise steps to shut that voice down permanently. But first, you need to understand something most people never figure out about themselves. Social confidence is not a personality trait. It is not something you're born with or without. It is a skill, and like every skill, it can be built, sharpened, and owned. The problem is that most people spend years believing the opposite. They watch others move through conversations with ease, laugh without self-consciousness, hold eye contact without flinching, and they conclude that those people simply got something they didn't. That belief is the real prison. So the emotion underneath all of this is not shyness, it's fear. Specifically, it's the fear of judgment, the raw, primal terror of being seen and found lacking. Everything else, the awkward silence, the rehearsed conversations, the avoiding parties, the shrinking in meetings, is just fear wearing a different costume. Sort of that. And until you name it, you cannot fight it. So think about the last time you held back a comment you knew was valuable. The last time you didn't introduce yourself to someone you wanted to meet. The last time you left an event early because the social pressure felt too heavy. Those weren't small moments. Those were moments where your future quietly slipped away from you and you didn't even realize it was happening. So here's what's actually going on beneath the surface. Your brain has been running a threat detection system that was designed for physical danger, and it's applying that system to social situations. Your nervous system cannot tell the difference between a lion and a judgment. It cannot tell you that. So the result is a biological response, a flood of cortisol, a surge of self-awareness, a desperate need to disappear in situations that are not dangerous at all. You're not weak. You're wired wrong for the world you're trying to live in. And that wiring can be changed. But here's what nobody tells you. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. Most people are waiting to feel confident before they speak up, before they walk over, before they introduce themselves. They're waiting for a feeling that can only be generated by doing the thing they are afraid to do. This is a loop that keeps millions of people stuck for decades. The first shift you must make is in how you define social success. Right now, if you are like most people, you measure every interaction by how you were perceived. Did they laugh? Did they seem interested? Did they like you? This is an impossible standard. You are trying to control other people's internal experience, which means you are playing a game you can never win. The shift is this. Pay attention. Measure every interaction by your own standard of presence. Did you show up? Did you speak? Did you engage? That's the win. So there is a technique so simple it sounds almost insulting, but the people who use it consistently describe it as the moment where everything changed for them. Before any social situation, a meeting, a party, a conversation with someone new, you ask yourself one question. What would the most confident version of me do right now? Not what feels comfortable, not what feels safe. What would that version of you do? Then you do that thing. You are not pretending, you are practicing, and practice rewires the brain faster than any amount of positive thinking ever could. So the second shift is about attention. Right now, when you enter a social situation, your attention is pointing inward. You're monitoring yourself, analyzing your posture, your voice, your expressions. You're running a live broadcast of self-criticism while simultaneously trying to hold a conversation. No wonder it feels exhausting. The practice is this: redirect your attention outward. Get genuinely curious about the other person. Ask questions you actually want the answers to. Listen with the real interest. The moment you stop observing yourself and start observing the world around you, the anxiety begins to dissolve, because anxiety requires your attention to survive. Most people never reach this next level, and this is where the real transformation happens. Because once you practice showing up, once you shift your attention outward, you begin to accumulate what can only be called social evidence. Small moments where you spoke and it landed, where someone laughed, where a stranger became a connection. Your brain is collecting data, and slowly it begins to update its threat assessment. The room stops feeling like a battlefield and starts feeling like an opportunity. But this only happens through repetition, and repetition requires something most people aren't willing to do ever. You have to seek the discomfort, not avoid it, not manage it, seek it. The people who develop genuine, unshakable social confidence are not the ones who found a way to feel less afraid. They are the ones who walked into the fear so many times that fear lost its grip. Every awkward conversation you push through, every room you enter alone, every introduction you make when every instinct says retreat, that is a deposit into the account of confidence. And that account pays compound interest. So now here is the loop that was left open at the beginning of this video. That moment when you walk into a room and your body tells you to leave, that moment doesn't go away completely. What changes is your relationship to it. The confident person feels that tension too. The difference is they've learned something you now know. That feeling is not a warning, it's a signal. It means something worth having is on the other side of the door. So walk through the door every time. That is how you build confidence, not by eliminating fear, but by proving to yourself over and over that you're stronger than it.